Hello. Little video vlog. It is March of the 9th, 2023. Beautiful day outside. We're just chilling. Yeah, we're just chilling. I am learning how to be by myself. Yes. I'm gonna do that now, so by the time I'm 30, it'll already be mastered and I won't have to feel so codependent on other people being in my life to resonate with my happiness. There is someone coming. So move out the way. Yeah. Today's my dad's birthday. And my birthday is in exactly 6 months from now on the 9th. I turned 21. It's a little chilly here, but the sun's out and we don't really get that too much, so I'm gonna appreciate that while I can. Yeah. These are my little video vlogs of growth, documenting my journey of sprouting into a woman, the divine. A woman of the divine nature of Mother Earth. I resonate with that, I do. In my mind, this is what healthy grieving looks like. Healthy grievance. I did have a couple niches in my journey of falling back on my goals and my morals and what I do believe in, and thinking that just because an action I take is an attempt to something with no intention, it's not a part of the human journey. No. I don't find myself hooking up with people to get back a part of me that I lost. I don't find that healing, so I choose to not participate in those activities. Kudos to you if that's how you heal. I know myself all too well. I get super attached to people very easily, and I am an affectionate person. I am a deep, soul-bounded lover, so I'm gonna just save myself the heartbreak for the one time and remember that I am whole just by myself. I have always been that. I have always been that. I'm gonna take a little setup right now. That's a water bottle. This is the trail. She is beauty. She is love. She is divine. She is power. She is gratitude. Yeah. The earth is good. The earth is real good. This is so soothing to my soul right now, just sitting here, sitting in the sun. We don't get a lot of sun in this part of Ohio, so let me just say right now, whenever it is out, we are outside. We're outside. I'm gonna go in a little depth on what's going on with my life, because why not? Yeah. Tomorrow I have counseling. I am talking to a new therapist, which is new for me. It is new for me because I get reluctant in talking to people about my personal issues and what I'm dealing with, because I know it goes deep, so I'd rather face the depthness on my own little journey instead of searching for companions to see if they relate to the depthness of it. I'm sure they do, because everyone is going through some shit, but it's not my... I don't take it upon myself to lay my heaviness on to my loved beings already going through stuff. That's very selfless of me, I am realizing, but I don't think they... I get depressed and stuff, so I just, what does Desiree need to do to make herself feel a little depressed? Yes, being around people is the cure to that remedy, but there is no sense sitting there talking about the million things in my past that have broke me, instead of just being grateful that it was an experience to learn a lesson off of. There's one thing about me: if I go through some hard times and I am seeing how that hard times does to me, there is no reason for me to do that to myself again. For example, I'm in my single era. This is my single era. Not looking for anyone to share my company with right now, and that's the first time in a couple years, so I give myself some props for that. I'm a lover girl, so I love to love people. But you know what I realized not that long ago? Hey, all that love you give away to the other people, it can go right back into yourself. And maybe you're giving too much love to other people to where you don't even have the consideration to give it back to yourself. And that's the first step of evaluation. Pouring too much into other people's cups before giving yourself what you deserve is the purest form of love. It is. I tend to talk about a lot of stuff and then go to another subject because a bell ring in my head of something else that I should be talking about, and I just go with it. It's just to go with the flow. My brain works very miraculously, always telling me some kind of information. My brain works with me and against me, but I choose to work with my brain to work with me. Instead of ideas of self-doubts, I choose to endeavor the inspired thoughts that come in, the creative thoughts that come in, the loving thoughts that come in. We are a flow. We are a flow. Like I was saying with counseling though. 10%. Like I was saying with counseling though, I've tried counseling many times in my past and it never was something I deemed to be helping me in any sense of way. I did realize that as a teenager and going through so much trauma, I just wasn't emotionally ready to talk about that. Sometimes you have to sit and just... what happened? Like, what was that? How did that make me feel? Like, how did that change the aspect of my life? And then go forward from there. Therapy didn't work for me before, but I am realizing that, and I'm 20 years old, in this era of being a young adult now and not a little girl, it is so beneficial to be able to have those kind of people to reach out and they'll just listen to you. I'm not looking for advice. I'm not looking for sympathy. So an ear to listen. Because you can't be an ear to yourself to listen whenever you're the one talking about your endeavors. Someone to be there for you emotionally and mentally, and the rest will fall into place. doesn't have to be a professional. I just personally know how that works for myself, so this is how I go about it. Yeah, sitting in nature. These are going to be how most of my videos are probably going to pop out, unless I get some kind of creativeness unnerved in my bones to want to start having topics to my videos. But for now, it's definitely just the journal vlogs. Getting that mentality out and connecting with one. And while I'm connecting with one, I'm resonating with one and connecting with the whole consciousness as a being. Letting it out, letting it flow. Being here right now, being present. Being present. Yes, I'm looking at you, Desiree. That's been one of my difficulties. I get really unfocused. I tend to be an unfocused being whenever I'm not taking care of myself. And I noticed that it's that waking up in the morning, high anxiousness, and choosing just to lay in bed on my phone and look at a whole bunch of, I wouldn't even say nonsense, because I do get creative flow whenever I'm just flowing, scrolling through social medias like that. I'm really into astrology, so it's relating my charts to what's happening right now in the world, and still collectively learning how I function through the beings in my chart. It's very informational, and I do want to say a shout out to the astrologers out there that commit to the career, even though it may not be considered an actual career. But I'd recommend astrology to almost anybody, really. And just because you don't understand it doesn't mean that it's not there to help you. I got connected to a lot of my source, reading up on my astrology and who I am and where my soul is, and it truly just reminds you of who you are instead of what people say you could be, or who people think you are, that you fall into believing. Just because someone called you stupid doesn't mean you're stupid. You may just be a little intellectually up there, so instead of instantly picking up and grasping the first concept or thought someone said, there's a million ways to think of one singular thing. Maybe you just didn't have the most basic of answers, and it's always depths. In my healing more than hurting era, and I do appreciate all that there is to listen to me and sit here with me, and we're just chillaxing. Yeah. Sending my love all over the universe, because the universe deserves love. You are a universe, and you deserve that love as well. Well, like I said, it is my father's birthday today, so let's get the show on the road, and a happy 38th birthday, Father. Libra moon, the sun is in Pisces. It's a gorgeous day to be alive. I am a moon Libra. So very balanced in my emotions today. Very balanced. The synchronicities are absolutely divine. But as I sit here by Lake Erie, I am noticing I'm getting a little bit of an earache because it's a little cold. So sayonara until our next little adventure. Goodbye.